Hi, and very good morning to you. It's Jim from Avstar. I thought, being that it had been almost a month, that it was more than enough time had gone past, and it was time to get the equipment out for you guys and just have a look at what else has been going on in our world, other than just, like we do, concentrate on the position of the magnetic North Pole. So that's what we've got a dedicated page for on our website, on poleshiftnews.com. If you want to go and have a look, there's a lot of other things on there of global interest with the anomalies that are taking place. Before we get into this, big thanks to those few that chipped in last week, a few bucks and a cup of coffee here and there. And, if I can just briefly mention the link down there in the description and just say, I know it isn't the most easiest form to fill out, but without any funding, we simply can't do this. And to my knowledge at this moment, and I think you would agree, we are the only observatory putting regular data out there on the anomalies that we cover, and more focused on the positioning of the magnetic North Pole than ever. Because to some of you that are new to the channel, yes, our Earth's magnetic poles are migrating, and in short, it's weakening the magnetosphere, which is allowing more cosmic rays in. That sets up seeding platforms in the jet streams. Those jet streams become laden with condensated water on those particles, like cosmic rays, and as a result, the jet stream fragments, and that's why we have polar jet streams mixing with subtropical, and we all know what is the result of that. Yeah, it's these 500-year record breaking floods and droughts in other areas. So with that said, let's move on and have a look at some of the things that have changed over the last month. So we also, alongside the Trimag system, we have a lot of other equipment, which when we do the Earth Alpha at a glance, we get all the equipment out that we've got, and we collect data from a good friend of ours over in Canada, Kendall, who monitors muons and the magnetosphere strength over in Canada, and sends that data back regularly for us so that we can update the Earth Alpha at a glance for you guys. So starting with the CO2 in parts per million, it is at 433, which is a slight drop on last month's recordings of that. And if you look over the archive of the last 2 years, you will see that CO2 is actually dropping. And the mainstream media aren't covering that because they want to generate CO2 revenue or stealth taxes. The atmospheric oxygen just slightly up from the last month at 20.88, a healthy atmospheric quantity of oxygen. There's our latest longitude and latitude of the magnetic North Pole that we did just a few days ago. The background radiation count is at 0.14 microsieverts. The reason why we're monitoring the background is because if we get more of an increase of cosmic rays, it is going to affect the gamma, alpha and beta radiation levels, and they will creep up as well. The amount of volcanoes in eruption has gone up from last month. We're now at 38. So the volcanic eruptions around our planet are increasing. Now that will put a lot of sulfur in our atmosphere, and that will lead to a cooling effect. So, I wouldn't be surprised if we start noticing the global mean temperatures slightly drop as a result of the quantity of sulfur that is getting put into the atmosphere as a result of these volcanoes erupting. We've got the muons per hour per square metre here in the UK at 582. The muons per hour per square metre in Canada, thanks to Kendall, are at 825. Sunspot numbers just slightly up from last month at 10, and the geomagnetic field is quiet and solar X-rays are normal. And of course our jet streams are unstable as a result of a magnetosphere strength currently now edging its way closer to 25%, so meaning that we've got a 25% reduction in our standard and normal protective field that we are accustomed to having around 30-40 years ago. So things are changing on our planet. And from the data that we've got collected by, from the data collected by our equipment that we've got here at the observatory, that is your Earth Health at a glance. Guys, like I said, I know it's difficult to fill out the form on PayPal, but without the funding, we simply can't deliver what we do. And for that reason, I'm asking if you can, stand by us, have our back, and we'll be back in the coming days, because there are a lot of other things, that we could easily talk about, and I think that we should, if we are in the business of protecting our loved ones and friends. So with that said, you enjoy your day, as always. Bye for now.